It's Heidi from Legacy Gardens. I thought I'd hop on here tonight and share with you our package that we got today from Ben Soap Company out of Oregon. They are our goat milk soap company. They make these wonderful soaps. This is what we get our bath soaps from. They make these great soaps. We get the oatmeal honey. I came across Ben Soap Company a few years ago. My son really struggles with eczema, and I was looking for some kind of health skincare for him to help him out. And I stumbled across this soap company. They started years ago. Their son had really bad eczema, so they started making goat soap. And it turned out it really helped them out, so they continued making more and ended up making this whole business that ended up to where they're at now, which is quite phenomenal. And anyway, so we've been buying it for a couple of years, and it's really helped them out. I love this soap company. The only thing that's in this bar particularly is fresh goat milk, coconut, olive, and palm oils, oats, and honey. And that's it. That's all that's in the soap. That's why it's this brown color and translucent. It's been a great help with my son's eczema and everyone's dry skin. And what's cool is when you order from their company, like you go on their website and order it, they'll send you a little freebie, which is always nice. I use that when I run out of hand soap for the sink. I also thought I'd try one of their lip balms. So this one is the eucalyptus spearmint. So I thought I'd give that a try and see how that works. They also have these cool little milk bath. And this one is the All Shield. I like to get the All Shield, especially in the wintertime. All Shield is a blend of oils that help keep your immune system healthy. So it helps keep, the colds and the flus and bugs away. And so I tend to get that during the winter time. You just sprinkle in some in your bath water and you just let it fill up and you soak in it. And it works great. I use it a lot with my youngest. And if Tim's having a really bad time, I'll just throw him in there and just let him sit in the tub for a little bit. They've also came out with a new line called Country Lane. They started a CBD line, CBD with lotions and soaps and the CBD drops. They started their own line, and that's called Country Lane. So I haven't tried that out. They just started it. I got an email about they were kicking it off and explaining what it was and all that. So if you're needing, if you're into that or you need it, I thought I might try the lotion at some point for my hands. I tend to get a lot of achiness. I think I got some arthritis developing in my hands. So I thought I might give it a try to see if that helps with that at all. But I will be putting the link in for the description for the Ben Company. And there's another place that would be a great place to look at getting some goat milk soap if you're looking to get a great product, would be Blue Cactus Dairy Goats. She is out of Arizona, and she makes her soaps. Hers are a little more colorful, but she uses different colored clays and stuff to make them look like that. And she doesn't just do it because it looks pretty, because it does look pretty cool. But she does that for the different clays and minerals are for your skin. So like if you have a certain issue, she probably might have a soap for that particular issue. So I will put her link down there too. I haven't personally tried her soap, but I would like to try it at some point, but I just haven't gotten that far. So I will put her link down there. She makes some pretty neat stuff off of there too. So yeah, I thought I'd just hop on here and share a little bit about that while it was quiet in the house with the kids off to bed. So here is our dry beans from last year. I need to bring them in, and they've been drying all winter out here. This is our back porch, and it's nice and cool out here. But I need to bring them in and get them in jars. But these are our white beans that we grew last year, and these are our black beans. I do believe these are Cherokee tier black beans. Chad made these cool like drying racks. So it's got screen, and he made like a border, and they work great for drying our beans out. So I need to go through and sort these out and put them in some jars. And then I ran out of, and we only got 2 of these, and I needed more space. We had more beans. Yeah, and so I'll show you where I end up doing with those here in just a second. Alright, so this is my little greenhouse I got last year for starting seeds. And I had, so these are usually kind of like a kidney bean. They're, these are actually a really old bean they found in a cave. And they figured it from like the 1500s. And they're really cool. They're like a kidney bean. And they're kind of like a multi-color. But anyways, I didn't have enough space over with where my other beans are at. So I took this curtain that I had. And I put it on the grate. I put it on there to kind of make a screen. And it worked out really good. So, but here's just some more beans I need to kind of sort through and put them in jars in the house before it gets it's starting to warm up now. So, but yeah, those are our beans from last year. Now all these beans that we have are like, we can replant these and we can get the same beans. So some of these will go back in the garden and others will eat. So, yeah, dry beans are a great thing to have on stock. So even if you don't have like meat to eat for supper, if you've got a pot full of beans, there's enough protein and fiber and what you need in beans that you can supplement that if you, for whatever reason, aren't able to have meat. And the great thing about dry beans is like they'll last as long as you keep them dry. So like there's no like, oh, you gotta use them within 6 months or 12 months or 18 months. Like a dry bean, as long as it stays dry, it's, you can cook it. And, you always check them, make sure as you're going through them, make sure, there's no mold or anything going on them. But usually they stay just fine. So, if you're like kind of prepping, I know the world's kind of crazy. One thing you can always stock up on is bags of dried beans. And most likely the beans that you get from the supermarket, like in the big bags, dried beans in the supermarket, if you need to, you can always throw a couple of those in the ground and I'm sure they'll grow. Beans are a great staple to have around. So, just wanted to share that real quick. One thing that is great to have on hand when you're canning dry things like beans and herbs, teas, are these little moisture absorber packets. You can find them on Amazon pretty cheaply. They're nice to have on hand for just storing dry things. Meanwhile, in the garden, got a bunch of chamomile coming up. This right here is chamomile. That's cool. Grass. Yeah, chamomile. I don't know where that's going or what. Oh, wait. There might be a baby leaf right there. Oh, spinach. More chamomile. They're on the spot. Cool. Right here is some garlic. Right there. Garlic. That's cool. And so rhubarb's coming up. Excellent. Here are those carrots I was talking about, popping up through here. So we'll see what those had to offer. Carrots. So tonight we're making split pea soup. First I boiled a ham bone that we had for supper the other night. Here I'm pulling it out. You want to cook your ham bone for at least an hour. I usually put it on about lunchtime and just let it simmer on low until I'm ready to take care of it. I'm just pulling out the big pieces here. Letting it drip out. There we go. And then move that aside, let that cool off because it's really hot. Then what I'm going to do is pour the rest of it into a large bowl with a strainer to catch all the rest of the pieces that are in there. I'm gonna get my spoon. There you go. And then what I usually do is I put the strainer back over the pot and then run it through the broth through it a second time. Just to make sure. But it's usually pretty clean. And there we go. Now I'm going to cut up an onion. I'm going to peel it and slice it and chop it up. You know, diced onion. And into the pot it goes. And then I usually peel about 2 carrots, medium to large carrots. Peel and dice them up. What I like about split pea soup is it's just mainly vegetables with the ham broth and whatever meat's left on the ham bone. It just allows the kids to get a good dose of vegetables in one meal. So I'm just chopping them up real quick. Chop, 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 chop. And then those go into the pot. Then take my bag of split peas. And now you always, when you're using split peas, you want to rinse them off real good. So things are stones or husk or whatever in them. So you just gotta rinse them off, shake them off, make sure there's no debris or anything in them. And then just checking for, I found stones, I found sticks, I found all kinds of stuff in them before. Then you drain that water off. And then it helps if you put a little fresh water in there to get them out of the bowl, because they tend to stick to the bowl pretty good. So then you put those in your pot with your onions and carrots. And give it a good stir. And then you're going to go ahead and take the meat off of your ham bone. And you want to make sure it's kind of broken up. And you put that in your pot. And then that's pretty much all that's left to do is just let it simmer. It takes a while for those peas to cook and get soft. Then you just kind of put it down on low heat, let it simmer. Put your lid back on. I usually put my lid back on, but make sure it's cracked. Also, you're going to put in some garlic, parsley, salt and pepper. You don't need too much seasoning because the ham has enough salt and stuff in it that it's pretty flavorful. Yeah, and there it is. It's important too while it's cooking to make sure you stop and stir it every so often to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. And there you go, split pea soup. Hey everyone, I just want to say thanks for watching the video today, and I hope you enjoyed it and you may have learned something. Until next time, God bless.